Hi, my loves. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing? Let's see what Spirit has for us today. Thursday. Oh, the Four of Wands. Three of Wands reversed. I sensed an insecurity right now. High Priestess and Ace of Wands. I sensed a kind of insecurity. That's weird in regards to home, but really home, I mean rent. Or a house, buying a house, or okay, that's weird. I need to look deeper into it. Okay, let me look here. Some Archangel Michael messages. Write down your feelings and emotions. What else? Let go of fear now. And okay, this one. So there's a message here about someone being a guardian of earth, a guardian of land, that may be linking into you finding a home in a place where, okay, so hear me out. It feels to me like here someone is being guided to a place that there is some kind of agreement or some kind of purpose linking into you being there. This reminds me a lot of being a greed worker. Some of you might not even know about it. Some of you might feel, what the heck, how did I end up being here where I am? Or may have wanted to be somewhere else, but maybe life took you somewhere else. And I mean somewhere else, I mean actually geographically, like on the map. Or some of you may be thinking about relocation, or relocation might have been in your past. And this is linking into greed work. This is linking into you needing to be at a particular place. There is a feeling for those who feel left behind, or there's a little bit this feeling like, have I been left on the shelf? And it's like, no, you are where you need to be right now because we needed you there. You have to be there to anchor, to ground a very particular kind of energy that only you, with the way you are, could be grounding it there. So there is something here about an invitation, to go out and work with the land wherever you are at. Going out and working with the land. Specifically, this is linking into making loving deals with elementals to protect you, protect your the land, like speaking to the elementals to wake them up, speaking to trees. I don't know why, but I got this visual and this words in my head that there was a time where trees were our homes, or that we lived in trees, or that, I don't know, maybe not we, like us all, but maybe this is something that links into your own particular soul past, and depending, the times and where and when you had incarnated throughout your journey as a soul. What is this? Her knowledge runs deep. Yes, exactly, like the roots of the trees. And look, she has this tree over her head. It's literally like the tree covering her up, like very protectively. But she is a being, she's a creature of the wild, she's a creature of the forest. There is a invitation here to reconnect with nature, not just, we're going out spending some time in nature. This is about you starting to do work with the elemental kingdom. You have a power, you have a fire power. Actually, the fire is awakening. It's part of your contract, so to speak, either to work with things of the nature, either to work with animals or to work with actually the plant kingdom, but in order to awaken it. Every being, every stone, every tree, every plant has a spirit inside of it. And whispering to it, breathing life back into it. There's something about this practice of going and either putting your hands onto something like a tree or a stone or the plants, and then blowing gently, like a blowing life, steering them back into life, or speaking to them, greeting them, connecting, maybe like laying your third eye on the tree, or speaking to them, connecting with the heart of them. This is very important because this is linking into the awakening of the mineral, the plant kingdom, and the elementals. What is this one here saying? She sleeps with the stars. So This is about awakening the natural kingdom so that they step also into their power. We have left them asleep by not talking to them, not interfacing with them, not interacting with them. And so we lost our power by disconnecting with the natural kingdom, with the trees. There's something here about the trees. Look at the high priestess here. Her temple is nature. Her temple is under the stars, and it is under the trees and in the bushes. We are creators in the sense that we were co-creating with nature, and we let that die, basically. And it's like the trees, yes, they continue to have this wisdom and everything, but they have also degenerated in their ability to connect. And you need to start talking to trees to wake them up. Us here, you guys, we're able to do that because we have a training behind us where we learn to focus intent, and we learned to beam intention and to beam energy. We strengthened our auras and our energy fields, and so we are in the position to do that, and do that effectively enough to awaken trees, stones. Like, you can even start really with your crystals that you have at home, but I really feel like you need to go out and connect with nature. Now, the next step of that is very important. Write down everything you get from your interactions. I'm seeing a book or something. Yeah, I'm seeing that someone writes a book about communicating with the natural kingdom and how to maybe understand signs or things or meaning, or maybe this is about reading a book that contains such kind of information to help you decode, let's say, the things that you get back from your interactions with nature. There is a deep-seated fear around losing the home. Now, I think this is not about now, although some of you might actually be faced with challenges around how do I pay my rent or this and that, but I feel that here what we are being shown is way deeper than that. This is a core memory that has been unlocked inside your consciousness, like a memory that was so far down, and it's linking into, I feel, hidden or unknown galactic history of our planet. You guys have heard me say and speak about that a while, that there is history we are not fully aware of, from times when there was no moon, times where there was no death impulse on the planet. And I feel like this is also about times where indeed on planet Earth, or maybe even in other planetary systems, and we just carried it, we brought it forth here to, I don't know, integrate that and process it, where we lost our homes. The natural realm also was destroyed in some kind of capacity. Some kind of greed of the earth was destroyed that also disallowed us access to specific pools of information. And so we are starting to retrieve and to heal this information. I feel like there's been some kind of restoration at the same time going on the planetary grid, and we are able now to actually, if we dig, we're able to find something, to retrieve something. And we need to start putting pen to paper and documenting and keeping this information. So often in the form of downloads, thoughts, ideas, emotions, when you are interacting, merging your energy field with that of trees. Interesting. I would like to pull some more tarot from here. Oh, look at that. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, to me, this is taking me back into violence. And let me see what else. What's going on? Oh, yes. Six of Swords. Unable to move on. Stuck. The Lovers upside down. Yeah, so that's the opposite of love. That's separation. So to me, this is really linking into history we are not consciously aware of because we have been in amnesia, and we are being called to deal with emotions that are bubbling up that we have no idea where does that come from. So this is an amazing source of information that we have available to us through the plant, tree, mineral kingdom, awakening the elementals, starting to have conversations with them, asking questions about what happened to our planet, the history of our planet, what happened. And that is going to start bringing them back to life, and is going to start awakening them back also, because trees, like, they had abilities. If you think that now you're taking a herb and it works medicinally in a certain kind of way, back then the plant kingdom was truly magical before this separation, this trauma occurred on the surface of the planet. And I feel that was really, like, the people were not talking crazy when they were saying that this is a remedy, this is a magical plant, this is a potent medicine. And it's like, trees, they really used to operate as homes, as, I don't know, something that you could be inside and find shelter. They were operating as portals also. And really, I saw the Four of Wands and right away I felt home, but not for the obvious reasons. The Four of Wands truly symbolizing celebration after hard work. But it's like, I saw this gateway, this portal, and these wands here, they felt to me like trees. So at home, in the forest or in a tree specifically, I felt like this is a home back when trees were our home. We lived in the trees or with the trees, and we slept under the stars. So by going into the Industrial Revolution also, which I feel is one of the greatest tragedies ever to happen for humanity in regards to how much damage it caused on the surface of the planet. And I've spoken a little bit at some point about cutting down, why they cut down all of these big trees. So I find that with the Industrial Revolution, we took even further distance from our connection with the natural world. So, alchemist, light worker, healer, my beautiful one, you're being called to go out, put your boots on, put your hat on if it's cold where you're at. If it's not cold, even better, go out barefoot and connect with the natural kingdom around you. Some of you might be called to do that by working with animals. You have to find ways to stretch beyond the conventional narratives about how we can heal animals or how we can heal humans, let's say, with plants or minerals in nature. You have to study into non-conventional avenues and see the not studied information that are in old books. The internet is a great resource, but you will have to get creative, even go as far as going and finding elders or people who may still be retaining some kind of portion of all of this wisdom that got lost. Whew, my loves, why this is all important, this is now Spirit is turning my eyes on this card, because just in case you're wondering, this is how readings work with me. I just let my eyes, my hands be guided to, where it needs to be each time. Now, this is letting me know that this card here says you have created this situation and you have the power to change it. To me, this doesn't necessarily say that you and I, as in you have created the situation. No, I feel like this is something that happened in humanity, but we have the power to change it. And see how also even here, there's this unicorn here. It's a mythical, supposedly, being. It's something that we don't see anymore. It's part of this old world with the magical plants and the magical animals, and when the trees could talk and were our home, and there were unicorns and stuff, like things that have been lost because they, we stopped vibrating in their frequency. So we lost touch, we lost contact with them. So why it's important to reconnect with that? Because the fear is going to dissipate. This existential fear about losing one's home. I thought at first that this is about very trivial things such as how do I pay my rent or whatnot, but this is really, if there are such fears, these are really symptoms of a greater existential fear linking into the loss of one's home, as in the planet, you guys. And the planet, not just the planet in itself, but the vibration, the particular vibration that was keeping us in access with you know, we could be on planet Earth, but there is another planet Earth on top of that one or within that one, because it's all about frequency, where we vibrate. Like, so often, if I spend 8 hours outside in nature, especially in summer months, where I really take my little blanket and my books and everything, and I sit out the whole day and become so immersed into the energy of the forest, you guys, by the time I'm walking out of the forest and the sun is going down and stuff, so often I have seen fae folk and elementals, and so often it's like they look like stones. You see the spirit of the stone, and it is an elemental. You see it in front of your eyes. So it's really all about attunement to the frequency where all of these beings and all of this magic of our planet is and operates at. Okay, and when we're tuning into that, and this we do more and more, then we make that part of our reality. And then this fear, this existential fear about losing our home or loss, or fear in itself, it dissipates because there's nothing to lose anymore. We're bringing it back. We have brought it back into our sphere. So, my loves, this is the message. Oh, that feels so exciting. I want to go out like right now and see how I would connect. But there in there lies also another message of you might not find much on your first efforts. So keep at it. It's a matter of attunement. The fear is really like, it gives me a feeling of orphan, of someone losing their mom or something, and it's really like the loss of Mother Earth and the home. This is something we experienced with the fall, the vibrational fall of mankind. When we return to that which was lost, then the fear, the root fear, gets dissipated. It's a seed fear in a way. It's the fear that occurred from the original seed trauma experience that introduced the separation consciousness, the fear consciousness into our being, into the planet's being. So this is what we are reclaiming. This is not a typical call to just go out and spend time in nature, to ground and recharge your energy. No, this is very intentional, you guys. Healers, alchemists, we have to go out there and put our hands on the ground, over the waters, over the stones, the trees, the plants, and start speaking to them, wake them up, and return ourselves also to the energetic vicinity of the magic that resides in the elemental kingdom. Together, humans and elemental kingdom, we can reclaim our planet. And so, my beautiful ones, this is so important. I feel, now that's my comment, that's not part of the channeled message. I feel that with all of the AI coming and all of that stuff, I feel like this is going to be so important. All right, my beautiful ones. This is what I see for us today. That's been an interesting message, and I'm going to sit and journal, to be honest, and see how I can understand it a little deeper for myself as well. I love you all, and I hope to see you tomorrow again here. Until then, goodbye for now.